In the last 24 hours, the situation in Pokrovsk has shifted again. What Russian sources previously described as a near capture of the city is now being contradicted by multiple Ukrainian reports. According to the Ukrainian General Staff, there is no encirclement, and Ukrainian forces have successfully regained control over several positions inside the city, including a key administrative building. This is the latest update on the ongoing battle for Pokrovsk. Ukrainian officials report that defensive measures inside Pokrovsk have been significantly strengthened. New units from the 425th Assault Brigade, Special Operations Forces, drone operators, the National Guard, and military police have been deployed. Their primary task? Block Russian infantry groups attempting to enter and establish positions within the city. The General Staff states that active resistance continues, with Ukrainian forces conducting strike and search operations inside Pokrovsk to remove infiltrating Russian units. However, the intensity of fighting remains extremely high. Since the start of the day, Russian forces attempted 93 separate advances toward Ukrainian positions around Pokrovsk. These attacks took place in more than a dozen surrounding settlements, including Mayak, Fedorivka, Lysivka, Udakhne, and others. Ukrainian officials confirmed that none of these attacks resulted in a breakthrough, although fighting is ongoing in several locations. One of the most notable developments came from Ukrainian assault troops of the 425th Scylia Separate Assault Regiment. According to footage released by Ukrainian media, 2 assault groups advanced into central Pokrovsk. Their vehicle was damaged by a Russian FPV drone. The units continued on foot. They encountered a Russian ambush, but managed to eliminate it. They proceeded to clear the Pokrovsk City Council building. Ukrainian forces raised the national flag over the building after removing remaining Russian troops who refused to flee or surrender. This confirms that Ukrainian units still operate inside central Pokrovsk, contradicting claims of full Russian control. Ukraine reports significant Russian casualties in the Pokrovsk direction. Over the past day, 26 Russian soldiers were eliminated, 64 were wounded. 58 Russian shelters and positions were destroyed or damaged. Since the beginning of the week, total Russian losses in this area have reached 249 personnel lost, 7 UAV command posts destroyed, 1 tank and 1 armored fighting vehicle destroyed, 26 vehicles and motorcycles eliminated. Ukrainian engineers also continue reinforcing logistics routes and defensive flanks to maintain supply stability inside the city. On November 5th, Ukrainian military officials again denied Russian claims of a siege of Pokrovsk. The General Staff confirms Ukrainian units remain in the Pokrovsk-Mirnorod agglomeration. Supply routes are not cut. Defensive positions are intact. Ukrainian forces continue counterattacks in several sectors. President Zelensky visited the front line earlier this week, including Pokrovsk and Dobropilya, receiving direct reports from commanders on the ground. Military analysts note that Pokrovsk has become a critical point of pressure for both sides. The city is not only a symbolic objective but a strategic logistics hub. According to independent observers, Russia has concentrated approximately 110,000 troops in the Pokrovsk direction. Ukrainian forces remain outnumbered, but Russian progress has slowed due to layered Ukrainian defenses, drone strikes, and artillery fire. Despite numerical superiority, Russian forces have not been able to secure rapid gains. To summarize, Ukraine has blocked multiple Russian infiltration attempts. The Ukrainian flag has been raised again over a key city center building. Ukrainian forces continue operating inside Pokrovsk. Russia has suffered heavy daily losses with little territorial progress. Ukrainian command denies any encirclement of the city. The situation remains fluid, but today's information clearly indicates that Pokrovsk is still contested, and Ukrainian forces have managed to stabilize several positions while pushing Russian units back inside the city.